when he gave that speech, at first I was like, oh God, freaking Vizsla back to their up to their old tricks. And then when he changed his tune, I said, oh, he's the catalyst. He's
Yes.
the thing that the armor is going to sit there and see this and be like, no, we can unite the clans.
Yep.
And I thought in that moment, like, this is a great precursor to whatever happens in the next episodes. I did not realize the end of this was going to lead to that basically being the initiative moving forward.
Yeah.
The armorer coming to the realization that the Children of the Way, Death Watch, whatever they may be, Children of the Watch, you have to compromise, which is what you and I said about like after episode 1 or 2. We said the only way they can do it is if they come and meet in the middle and compromise on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So the initiative to showcase to the entire covert that Bo removing her helmet, moving on out to the stars to go find other Mandalorians, which you're 100% correct, leads to Sabine. But as we find out at the end of the episode, they're not the only remnants of Mandalorians still out there. We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah. Going out there and doing that, this is it. This is the moment. This is what every Star Wars fan who played the old Republic games and everything, this is what you've dreamed for when they announced that they were making a show called The Mandalorian. This is it. We are coming up to the big moment, and again, the payoff is not going to be the end of the season. I have a feeling this is an ugly, long war that is ahead of us, but we are getting to the point where you're going to see thousands of Mandalorians dropping from ships into battle, which I'm my heart is pounding faster thinking about it, because this is what I read in the comics, this is what I read in the novels, this is what you find in all the lore pieces in Star Wars: The Old Republic. Like, this is huge for me. And, we saw it a little bit in Clone Wars. This is oh my God, Tim. Oh my God, it's coming, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, just even like seeing all of this was a great showcase of Mandalorians. Like the like watching them like come out of Bo's ship and drop down, and they looked like a freaking Spec Ops team. Like this whole like clear moving through. Like I thought I was watching like a special forces like going through. I'd love to see the behind the scenes for this episode. But like all of the pieces that they showed in this episode just really solidifies the fact the Mandalorians are probably some of the coolest people in the Star Wars universe.
Well, I told Hunter, I was like, have you ever seen like group of Mandalorians fight outside the show, like in any of the games? He's like, no. I said, oh, they're like the warriors of the galaxy. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, they used to fight the Jedi and the Sith. And he turns and looks at me like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh no, they had ways to fight them, and they would duel them in hand-to-hand combat. And he's like, they're crazy. I said, I know, they're no joke. So the more of them that get together, Hunter, the more deadly they become. Or, it could just be armor clearing out an entire office without even firing a blaster bolt.
Awesome, dude. I mean, like, just all of it was great. Like, this episode was just like a fun watch. It was
when she threw the hammer, Hunter goes, ooh, that hurt.
She uses the calipers. She like grabs the guy, just rips him down, and then hits him with the hammer. I mean, like, all of that felt like Vikings. That felt like watching like Ragnar going through and just ripping people up. It was just
that's what Mandos are,
man. It was
They're
awesome.
Space Vikings.
The Space
That's
Vikings.
what they are.